Hi everyone, and welcome to another first time basing reaction and analysis. I cannot stop smiling. You guys know how excited I get for doing a first time response for the Base Gang videos. This is like when the hundreds upon hundreds of hours of collaborative work finally comes together and we get to just sit back and enjoy the songs we've created. It is the sweetest feeling in the world. So for this video, I'm actually not going to stop at all on the first playthrough. I'm going to sit and I'm going to watch the 4-minute mad world that Tommy has put together, and you're going to see real time how I react to it. And then I'll go back and I'll break it down and I'll give you some look behind the scenes, because that's what's super fun about this is you get to hear it straight from the horse's mouth from someone who was actually involved with these projects. So, obviously, that's what we're doing today, guys. We're gonna be checking out the Base Gang for the next month as everything is released. Wearing my Base Gang t-shirt. Base Gang has merchandise available. We also have a Patreon. A Patreon is now up and running, so head over to patreon.com and check that out for some really, really amazing benefits. And one more announcement, we are officially going to be active on all our media, so it will not be like the past year where we released the EP, and then we were quiet until Emperor's New Clothes, and then we were quiet until now. We're actually going to be on TikTok and Instagram, interacting with you guys. Of course, Patreon. We also have a Discord server connected to our Patreon. So the Base Gang is here. The Base Gang is here to party. The Base Gang is here to stay. I'm going to go ahead and dive in. You guys know about my stuff. If you like my stuff, please go support me on Patreon as well. But it's Base Gang time. This month is all about the Base Gang, so God, I'm almost nervous. I'm like so excited for this that I'm almost nervous. I'm probably going to watch through and then I'm just going to wear the Pit Vipers the whole time because there's so much bassy juiciness in this cover. I have heard the audio, of course. I actually mastered the audio for Tommy. He made a beautiful mix and we worked together, and I finalized the master for him. So that was my audio contribution aside from recording, of course. But all right, here we go.
Worn out faces, bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow. I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had.
I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to tell.
When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Children waiting for the day we fear. school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson? Look right through me, look right through me. Kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very bad world. Bad world. Bad world.
My God.
Oh. 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 Wow. What a stunning piece of audio and visual art. Oh my gosh. Tommy, brilliant job, man. Obviously with the audio, and I'm glad I could help with the mastering, and the video is stunning. I think the black and white works super, super well for this piece. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump back and break it down. Take a closer look at what's happening. Shall we? That's the only way to do it, because I don't want to stop my first time experiencing. It's tough to, to have to separate from the experience at all, but happy to do it for you guys. Here we go, from the top. Your boy. I actually didn't know that low A was Bobby. I thought that was Elliott. So Elliott has one of the lowest chest voices in the world, basically. He's like one of the lowest bass singers, which you can clearly hear in this video. He goes down to it. He doesn't really have, I don't think he uses subs or chest fry. His chest just kind of like doesn't end. He sings down to a D1 in chest. And a year later, Bobby does a sings the line that goes from F2 to D2, and Elliott just sang it an octave lower. He didn't even know how low he was singing when recording. That's how low his chest voice is. But I did not know this A was Bobby. So it starts off with me on a D, D2, then Marwan, C2, Tommy, B flat, 1, and then Bobby down to the A1. That's how this intro goes. I love that fade out. I think it's so fitting for what's happening sonically there with just the high voices. Look at that. That's super cool. Really awesome. Okay, no, I won't actually wear them the whole time. So these are the things that are tough to coordinate when we're across the world, is like the timing to where we're all, looking to the same place at the same time. And it's got to be very detailed in how it's described. And actually, Marwan did something new this year for his video where he actually made demos of all the descriptors for when shooting the video. He actually made demos for us so we could see exactly how it should go, as opposed to just reading and doing a bit of guesswork. But this actually turned out really nicely, this transition here. I'll look right at the camera at the same time.
All around me are familiar faces.
I mean, it's so cool to have Elliott on here. I know Elliott, his name alone is not perhaps as well known as some of our other collaborators, but he is a legend in the a cappella community, in the bass community. I mean, he is regarded by everyone in this world as one of the absolute top bass singers alive. And I mean, you can hear how like this is low bass range for like the average bass voice, and you can hear just how comfortable it is in his voice, because he can go so much lower and so comfortably. And he's got this like beautiful, warm, chocolatey kind of breathy delivery, which also I really think fits this song particularly well. I think he was the absolute perfect choice, and it was such a thrill to have him and to be sharing the screen with him, because like I said, he really is a legend in the bass community. And I mean, just listen to that voice. From the first second, it's like, oh, this is something else. This is something else happening.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for the daily.
So, did not know Elliott was jacked. Heck yeah, another brother in fitness in the music world, in the a cappella world. Always have respect for that.
Faces going nowhere, going nowhere.
So that was me singing a C2 in chest and then going to a G1 sub. One of my best recorded subs. If you hear it alone, I mean, it sounds pretty freaky and like profundo-y. That sub there, I was very proud of the quality of that subharmonic.
Going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses. No expression, no expression.
Same for Marwan there. Also a C2 to G1, C2 chest to G1 sub. And Tommy did a really good job. We talked a lot about this the other day when we were mastering, is how to, you really want to get rid of as much bass frequency as you can without sacrificing the bass quality of the voice, because it muddies up the mix so much. It's very hard to mix 5 bass voices together. So he did a really good job blending and not making things stick out like crazy. So that's why, the C2 and G1 I just sang, it's not like they're super in your face. Like, you've got to kind of lean in and listen. And Marwan's is the same way, and it's what you want, because, like I said, if the bass gets too loud, then it gets kind of overblown, and it gets too show-offy and too, I don't know, yeah, just like, yeah, too much ego in the bass. So it's better when it's kind of subdued like this, and you can hear it, but it's not aggressive.
Expression, no expression.
But if you're paying close attention, you can clearly hear that nice G1 sub from Marwan. That was another specific instruction, was to start with your head up, and as you slide down, to move your head down, which I think we did a pretty good job on. Yeah, pretty good timing there. Remember, on the left, Egypt. Second from left, Philly. Third from left, Massachusetts. On the right, Czech Republic. Don't forget about that. I love those. I love these lines in the background. Just the movement of them, just like flowing like waves. As Elliott has this beautiful bass solo, these background harmonies are just gorgeous. God, listen to those C2s. Like right in the meat of his voice, not pushing at all, like totally relaxed. Crazy. Sometimes when you hear low notes in this, you can't tell how someone actually sang it as far as what they were doing, because in a video you want to make everything look good. I bet Elliott actually looked like that when he was singing the C2s. He's like, yep, whatever. This is like my speaking voice. No problem. It's super casual. Proceeds like that.
I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had.
I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to tell.
When people run in circles, it's a very, very
D1 chest. So this is another great example of when you have 4 people of the same voice type singing the same thing, but sounding totally different just because of the different timbres. Tommy, then me, then Marwan, then Bobby, then Elliott coming in the octave down.
I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had.
I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to tell.
When people run in circles, it's a very,
Very F1.D1. Wait a second.
When people run in circles, it's a very, very
Ridiculous. Oh, wait.
mad
Oh man, just incredible writing from Tommy there. So I don't actually know all the notes on the bottom of that crazy chord. I think I'm sustaining a G1 in chest fry that whole time. I think there's someone lower than that. There's someone on a C2. It's just this huge stack of bass notes and different techniques. And then these cool building harmonies that come in kind of left and right. And you see them popping up in the top there. And those are coordinated with who's actually singing them. So cool.
children waiting for the day we feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Elliott is just busting out like G1s, and there's even some F1s and chest in this bass line. And I remember when we were on the Zoom call with him originally, and Tom, we're going through the sheet music with him, just like totally unfazed. He's like, F1, yeah, sure. It's not even like, oh, I don't know, I need some heroic morning voice to get that. It's like, yeah, I can do that. Whatever. Like, dude is insane. Absolutely insane. The drums in the background. I wanted to touch on this because it has, I guess, officially taken us out of the purely a cappella realm. Clearly, this song and the others, as you'll see, very much a cappella dominant, but this song with the actual drum samples, non-a cappella, has in a way almost opened up a door for us to pivot away from doing purely a cappella music. Which is cool. And we had a long discussion about this, and Tommy felt it was the right artistic choice for the song. And now that I'm used to it and used to the idea, I totally agree. I think it makes this song so epic and really badass. And it goes so well. These kind of like war-sounding drums, they go along so well with these bass voices. I think it turned out super, super well. So hats off to Tommy for once again just being one step more creative than like anyone else in the music world and taking a risk. And I think it's a really great risk he took. And I think it adds so much to the sound. If you want to hear what it sounds like without the drums, you can join Tommy's Patreon. And there's an MP3 of the master, or one of the mixes without any drums in it. And it's a very, very different kind of sound.
Feel Happy birthday, happy birthday. And I feel the way that every child should sit and listen, sit and listen.
That was my favorite part to record. You could tell I was really getting into it. Oh, there it is. Boom. Yeah, buddy. Showcasing the earrings here, the rings, the bracelet, the tattoos, everything. That was my favorite moment in shooting. And if you'll notice here, this is different harmonically from the original. Tommy put in like a small major section instead of being all minor. Again, just super creative and something totally not in the original that he brought to life and thought of. And, that's what you want to do with a cover. Take the core from the original, but make it your own. And Tommy, every time, does that. Right here. And it comes back.
Went to school and I was...
Went to school and I was... So that's D-C-A from Elliott there. You can clearly hear him going down to that A in chest voice.
Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me. No one knew me.
Dude, like, how epic is that? How epic is that? With all these huge building harmonies and then the drums going crazy, and now getting this amazing video aspect as well. It's just top deck. Top deck.
No one knew me. Hello, teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me. Look right through me.
Okay. So I think we had... I think I was sustaining a high G belt there.
Right through me. Look right through me.
So I think I was sustaining a G4. And Elliott was slid down to a G1 there for the end of that chord. It's like rumbling, baby.
And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to tell you.
Just a funny tidbit about this part. I remember I had already recorded this part because Elliott only had a couple days when he could record. And so I went ahead and recorded everything, and Tommy said, like, just a heads up, we might have to re-record some stuff based on his solo if you're singing a harmony to him. So I had to record this part and kind of match Elliott's... The timing he used with the words was different than what I had originally recorded, and the timbre that I was singing it with was different. So I made it much more lighter, softer delivery, and then changed the actual rhythm of the text to match what Elliott had done. So it was a much... So it could be matched perfectly without Tommy having to do any like crazy editing.
I find it hard to tell you. I find it hard to...
I find it hard to tell you. I find it hard to take.
Just like very, very light for my voice. Elliott has a very naturally warm, breathy tone, a lot like Avi. Mine, as you can hear, is much... My vocal folds come together tighter. There's much more like brightness and resonance that way in the sound.
So for me it was really a stretch to pull it back to fit like that.
But it worked out really, really nicely. And I mean, you're, as a singer, you've got to be versatile. You've got to be able to match timbre and match harmonies. That's like, especially part of being in an ensemble like this.
When people run in circles, it's a very, very...
Now those two timbres, Bobby and Elliott, already go well together naturally because they both have that Avi-like warm, breathy, bassy tone. So there's not much stretch as far as what they do naturally to kind of correspond with one another. But like a voice like Marwan's, his voice is much, clearer naturally. So for him, he has to do more work, to blend with a voice like Bobby's or Elliott's. Just a ridiculous amount of bass at the end there. And then we have a C1 inhale from Tommy, a C2 chest from Elliott, a G1 chest fry from me, I think, and I don't know what else. Someone else has a G2 in there somewhere. It is a lot of bass happening in this last chord. Full Pit Viper all the way. One more time. And I love how it sustains beyond all the background voices too. So it is just the bass there. Oh, this was an experience. It was everything I wanted. The wait is over. My God. And it's been a long wait, even longer this year than last year, because it's just more moving parts, more collaborators. I'm so happy it's finally coming together, and I'm so excited to share this with you, which will be, you'll get this either the day of the release of Mad World or the day after, so it'll be probably May 23 or May 24 when you guys see this video. Guys, go check out the Bass Gang Patreon. That's the place to be. Go buy Bass Gang merch. And go subscribe to all the Bass Gang socials. Definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel, because that's where all this stuff is going from now on. All our releases are going YouTube channel. We're not doing it individually like we did last year, clearly. And yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this. Please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel as well to get more behind-the-scenes content on this kind of stuff. A deep look into the Bass Gang as a member. Yeah, please. And then go check out my Patreon. As little as $1 a month with all kinds of great benefits. I keep adding benefits, too, as I see fit. Especially the upper tiers are getting a lot of cool stuff happening. So I'd love to have you come join my Patreon as well for, doing content on the Bass Gang and, of course, all other kinds of musical artists as well. But that's it, guys. That is round 1 of May the Bass Be With You Volume 2. So I will see you next week for the next release. I hope you enjoyed Mad World, and it was an honor to be a part of it. As always, an honor to sing with Elliott, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And with that, may the bass be with you.